I would have asked you, Dr. Jaishankar, if we'll help SWIFT find a new headquarters. But on a more serious note, I want to ask you, historically, India has shied away from weaponizing trade and financial institutions. And you yourself have said that we are not in favor of national sanctions. But with the way the landscape is changing, and you've heard all the other players speak, do you think that trade barriers and tariffs and tech sanctions or tech restrictions have a place in our foreign policy or should have a place in our foreign policy?
Before I come to that, I just want to say, I can see there are really three capitalists sitting on this side, but I'm impressed to be seen as a commissar. It's a term from my youth, and I was quite amused to see it being used in this age, but I take it as a compliment. Now, your point, tariffs, sanctions, what's happening, export controls. I think whether we would like it or not, they are a reality. Countries use them. In fact, if one looks at the last decade, I would say we have seen a much greater weaponization of pretty much any kind of capability or any kind of economic activity. It could be financial flows, it could be energy supplies, it could be technology. This is the reality of the world. Since I take the world as it is, we have to negotiate our way through that and see, how best we can do for our own country. Because at the end of the day, for a government, for a commissar of the government, you fight for your business. You fight for your business because you're fighting for your employment. You're fighting for your comprehensive national power, of which business makes a very important contribution. I think today the lines, dividing different domains have eroded. I think overall, if you see in international relations, I think it's a less restrained culture today than it was, say, a decade ago. And that's something we all need to factor in.
Does it bother you, the blurring lines?
I'm not, I wouldn't say it would bother me because I've seen its evolution. I mean, I just accept it as part of the playing conditions. It's part of the assumptions, it's part of the challenge, I would deal with it, ideally even leverage it where I can.